Hey, y'all. I know I'm a little late. What's going on, y'all? I don't know how to make this. I'm trying to do the best I can. Hey, y'all. How's everybody doing today? I hope all is well, and I hope you making it happen for yourself. Listen, I had an idea come to my head, right? Because I see a lot of people. I could be that kind of mother, but I'm not because I'm aware of it, right? Like, do your mama, hey, Nick, do your mama run your business, run your house? Is your mama all up in your house, even when you ain't there? I know that's right. It's been a tough day. Listen, I went to get my second booster. So you only get 4. I thought you keep getting them every few months. Can y'all still hear me? I forgot to turn my phone on silent. So the girl told me today, after you 4, that's it. You don't get it no more. So I'm done with that. So hopefully tomorrow I don't be tired. But usually when I get that booster, or that shot makes me tired the next day. And I had to get in the bed and just lay down. But anyway, do y'all know, is y'all mama, or do y'all know some mamas that's in folks' business and in their house? Listen, being a mother is tough to grown people, but you have to let them be grown. Hey, Nola! You have to let them be grown, right? I'm going through something right now, but you have to be neutral and you have to be grown, right? But I be watching these shows, like I just seen something today. This made me think of it. Mama D just being messy. Now, Mama D, she in her 50s just like me. Why is she so messy? I don't understand, right? Like, now she talking about Bambi tricked her son. What I don't understand is, and I watch this show, Family and Fiance, and the mama sometimes don't want them to be married or whatever. When your son, I see this a lot with mothers to sons. When your son finds a woman, that's it. That's it. Whether you like her or not, he like her, right? And you got to go with that, and you got to treat her nice. You got to treat her nice, right? You got to treat her nice. I ain't turned none of my phones off. You got to treat her nice. And my godmom is so dependent on her. Oh, and she is. Them the worst. Ooh, them the worst. Them the worst. Them the worst. Them the worst, right? I just watched that on that show, Family and Fiance. The mama, he was taking care of the mom. He was paying mama rent and bills. And mama was like, I'm first. Can't nobody love him like me. Like, you have to stop that. You have to let him. And so anyway, like I was saying, Mama Dita went and said, now, she doing too much on the social medias. That Bambi tricked Scrappy, and she older than. So what? He knew that. I'm sure he knew that. So what? So what? Right? And a lot. I see that happens with a lot of women. Like, they hold on so tight to their kids, especially them boys, right? They hold on so tight to them. Let me turn this phone off. They hold on so tight to them, right? And it makes the child, which is grown, it makes them feel like they caught in a trap, right? Between their mama and the person they with. Mama D has always done too much and overstepped when it comes. Yeah. And now she just all on the social medias. I was like, oh, Lord. And she keeps talking about the girl won't let her see the kids. Well, the girl don't want the mess. Bambi don't want the mess. First of all, you start calling her the Bam. That wasn't her name. Now everybody call her the Bam. She even call herself that now. When people say your name, that's a problem for me. That's like one of my pet peeves. And it's something psychological about that. So you never liked her anyway, right? Because you called her the Bam. Like, she wasn't nobody. Nobody calling you the mama. And I like Mama D too. She just super messy, right? But I noticed, like, people I know in real life, them boys, listen, if you don't let them boys go, what happens is 9 times out of 10 they turn into codependent men or sorry men. Because everything that Mama did, they looking for a woman to do that. So instead of him looking for a woman, he looking for a mama figure, right? And you have to let go of that line. Like, I could easily say some stuff to my sons and have them here and have them all around me that you don't do that. You ain't supposed to do that, right? You gotta let them live their life. And matter of fact, speaking of that, My son's, well, I shouldn't have said it now, but my son's grandmother did that to his dad, and she's very dependent upon him. They're very dependent upon each other, right? So you cannot have a healthy relationship. You can't have a healthy man-woman relationship because you have an unhealthy relationship with your mama, right? And if my sons do something with a woman and I don't like, I tell them. Now, I can't whoop them and make them do nothing, but I most definitely will say something to them, right? About how to treat, if I think it's some mistreatment done or you said the wrong thing or something like that, or before you do that. I can see a lot of times I can see the situation coming before it comes, and then I speak on it. But I ain't one of them mamas, and I see them mamas, they all intertwine up into they, hey, Tara, they all intertwine up into their kids' life, especially them sons. And then what happens is, then you get older, and them sons been running your house and running in and out your door. When you get a man don't know how to deal with it. Do y'all know how many men I talked to who the reason why their relationship broke up was because of some grown kids? Now, and then them same kids were going about their business, and you sit in the house by yourself for the rest of your life. Hey, Arhiel. So I just want to know if y'all had any experiences with the mama. Now, when I was younger, I had experiences with mamas. Like, I'd tell mama up, because this is my man. You ain't doing what I do, right? But I was young, and I didn't know, I was real rough and raw. Today, if I was to encounter that, hopefully mama's somewhere sitting down. If the mama's still alive, she's somewhere being cool. But if I was to encounter that today, I would deal with it with much more grace and poise, instead of, I used to be a rough rider, Jack. But I would deal with it way, way better than I have. I've had guys say, I can't choose. You trying to make me choose between you and your mama. I was young. I'd be like, well, mama need to, tell mama to be cool then, because I ain't have a problem with checking a mama. I ain't had no problems at all. She a woman just like me. But I was watching Married to Medicine and the Indian girl, which that is their culture. Because culturally, especially in the Indian culture, the parents stick to the kids until they get married. If they don't ever get married, the kids keep living with them. That's how they are culturally. And anyway, she wanted to get a shot in her vagina. They're supposed to do something. I don't know what it was supposed to do. Enhanced sex, I guess. And her mother was there with her, and her mother told her no. And she didn't do it because her mother was there. And she 45. Like, I get... Same way with, like, Tisha on Love and Marriage Huntsville. Her mama, she said, well, my mama, we was raised not to say nothing back and this and that and that and that. And Funky Don even said, listen, this is 2022. It's okay to tell your mama some of that stuff is wrong that she's saying, right? So mamas can ruin relationships just like kids can, right? So I just wanted to know what y'all experiences was with that. And do you agree with that? If your mama could come on up in there and run your house, do you agree with that? Is that cool? Because it might be cool to some people. I don't think culturally as black folks, I don't think we do that, That ain't our culture. If your mama like that, she like that. But that's not really our culture, though, that mama come in and run your house and do everything and tell you what to do. Hey, y'all, I got, how many is that say? 10? Give me some 10 likes, y'all. I got my 10. Give me 10 likes, y'all. Do that for me. Do that for me. Do that for me. But, yeah, mama should stay back and just give out wisdom when asked or when need be. I don't believe in poking around. First of all, for me, I got too much going on in my own life to be trying to poke around in somebody else. I don't have time. Nor do I want to do it. I don't want your problems. I got my own. I got my own. I don't want your problems. I don't. My boys come ask me some stuff. I tell them, I tell them. But I ain't going to be like, you better do this and that's on you. Go ahead. Go ahead. Because experience is the best teacher. My oldest son, he love a big booty nothing girl. As long as her booty big, fine with him, right? And then when it go bad, you scratching your head trying to figure out why all she had was a booty. She had no brain, of course, right? So you have to, you as a mother, you have to stay out of your kids' business unless they put you in it. And then when they put you in it, it's only so much you do and say. It's a thin line with that. You got to be very careful. You got to be very careful when you regarding that. If you want to be decent and in order, you got to be careful, right? Yeah, you got to be, I'm going to just say that. You got to be careful about that. You can't, now listen, this is another thing. When your children break up with that person that you really, really liked, what do? Right? Do you keep indulging, engaging? Or is there a limit to how much you engage with them? Or do you just don't deal with them at all? Like, what do y'all think? What do y'all think? I'm going to tell you what I think. Depends on the level of like or love that I have for them. I will deal with them. That, again, is a tricky thing. I will deal with them. I will talk to them and give my good motherly advice. But if they don't want to go further, then I won't press it. I won't press it. I won't press it. But I'm the kind of person, like, I will, because a lot of times people be suffering, they just don't say nothing. So I will send out a text or something like that, shout out, and, and see if you all right? Because that's the decent thing to do, right? I was talking to this guy today. I was talking to this guy yesterday, y'all. When I told you I was watching my show and I said he wasn't worth the conversation. He told me he ain't been in a relationship in 20 years. And I said, why not? He said he was raising his son. I don't know if the mama died. I can't remember. Once the children are grown, you must let them live their life. Exactly. He said, I don't know what he said happened to the mom. I'm just say she was dead, I'm going to say. And he said he was raising his son, and now that he in college, he ready to date. I said, do you still know how? 20 years? You weird. You just weird. I know you weird. That's why I want to keep talking to him, because I don't have no time to teach nobody nothing. I did that with my kids. I did it with my grandkids. I don't have time to be teaching no man how to be with me. Right? And I had a guy say to me this week, I had guys say to me, why you ain't got no man? You pretty, you this, you that. What's wrong with you? Hey, Sade, ain't nothing wrong with me. There's something wrong with y'all. Men have dropped the ball. Because they mamas, here we go with the mamas again. And I've seen it with my friends. I've seen it. They don't let them boys grow up, number one. So then you got a 40, 50 year old child, man child. That's what you have. Because mama do everything. I know a woman right now, y'all. Her son got married. She was pissed that he got married because she could no longer control them purse strings and control him. Did not go to the wedding. Did not go because she had lost control to Beverly, Shakita. She had lost control. And I think that's a sad and a shame, right? That you would not want to see your boy happy. Like I tell you, I see it a lot with the mother-son relationships. Don't see it too much with the mother-daughter, but the mother-son relationships, the mamas can be something else. It is sad. Did not go, made a big deal about it, and still mad now. They just celebrated their first anniversary. She's still mad right now about that. Don't want your child to be happy. Mad because the money is no longer going into your pocket. Mamas, you have to, and so like I said, I don't have time, but I've seen a lot of stuff, so I'm conscious of what I do. Like I ain't never just went on my kid's house, not gonna do, I just don't do that. I don't do that. I just don't. I don't have time. I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be bothered, and I don't want you to bother me. You know what I'm saying? I love you, but as a single mother, I'm tired. I done had enough of you. Go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Live your life, right? Go ahead, live your life. But I just wanted to know what y'all thought about. Can't find my other shoe. What y'all thought about, right, but a lot of women, them boys, they make them boys turn into men. They try to treat them like that. No, most of the time they don't have a man. Hell, no. I almost cussed. No. Yeah, most of the time they don't have a man, and they put him in the place of that, and a lot of times he tried to take that place. Like I said, my son's father, as a young man, his mother put a lot of pressure on him. pay the bills and this and that and that and that. I believe this. I got to go. I believe that whatever your problems you're going through in your household, should not tell your child. Your child should not know them problems. That's how I believe. I don't care what it is. You should make your child as happy as they could possibly be in the house. They should not know about the problem. They should not know the light's about to get cut off tomorrow. You should need to be working on a plan to make sure they don't get cut off. Period. Anyway, y'all, don't forget to vote. Early voting is going on. If you wait until election day, cool. But if not, go vote. I got to go. Bye-bye.